Let's go. JDB Sports back at it with a third. Well, back at it again. It's been a couple weeks. We did Madden last week, but we're back with a NFL tier list that we're going to get into. We'll get right to that screen in a second. We got Peyton here. We got our guest star Brandon here, usually in the comments. And without further ado, do we have any news that you want to share? You have any news before we get to this pre-draft or tier list?
Pre-tier list. We're going to be ranking all the teams, kind of judging them, where they're going to rank during the season, stack them up against each other, see where we agree, disagree, whole 9 yards. But yeah, hopping into some news. Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner both getting paid from the Jets. 130 million over 4 years and 120 million over 4 years respectively, giving their young guys the bag, setting the precedent for years going forward. Do you guys have any thoughts on those deals for the Jets? Good, bad, indifferent?
Not that I know of at the moment. To say that it's gonna drive the price up for Terry McLaurin. We'll see what happens with that one. I forgot to put on YouTube. I'm crap at the bed, yo.
Okay.
All right, I put on the shorts. Let me just make sure this goes and we don't freaking. Hang on, we lagging.
Yeah, and seeing all good. Seeing the Terry situation and affecting your team personally, how do you feel about all that? And do you think the organization should push the envelope more, or where do you think they're going wrong? Right?
They should definitely push the envelope more as far as getting him a contract, just because of the fact that he's one of the better performing receivers. You see how he performed last year with Jaden Daniels at the helm and a good, competent coaching staff. But now I feel like seeing all these guys get paid just made it even harder for the Commanders to actually turn around and make a run to actually get him a good contract that's fair for them as well. So.
Yeah, it's a rough market. Yeah, it's a rough market right now, and in comparing a $130 million contract to an older receiver might not be the best idea. So outside of that, I mean, Trey Smith getting an extension with the Chiefs is the only news I've seen. He got a $92 million contract with $70 million guaranteed. Absolute bag from an offensive guard. I believe it's one of the biggest offensive line contracts in the league, if not the biggest, especially for guard.
Yep.
So, I mean, good for him, But outside of that, not much news and everything. Couple jersey drops, but outside of that, nothing crazy.
I'm just kind of getting some lag here. Turn this down. I got by this because something happened over the weekend and the internet's like really dropping out. It's not that good. Hang on a second before we go and change to this.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right. It's that T-Mobile 5G internet. Go get 5G if you want to lag on your streams.
It's at McDonald's.
All right, let's get to that.
Sponsoring out here.
Basically, McDonald's Wi-Fi. Yes, sponsor us, McDonald's. All right. Without further ado, we have our NFL tier list. We got S, A, B, C, D, and F. Like I don't know my alphabets, but
were you trying to sing there?
I kind of sang that a little bit, yeah, right?
Yeah, my bad. All right, so let's just go with S tier right now. I mean, we could take it. Wait, never mind.
Off big, huh?
No, we're not gonna start
team by team.
Let's just start. Let's start in a row. We got the Arizona Cardinals first. You got Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison. You got James Conner. You got that Jonathan Gannon coaching staff. What y'all think about the Arizona Cardinals, and where do you think they should be placed? So I'm going at kind of like a C level.
Brandon, what are your early thoughts?
Cardinals. Let's go. I would put C.
You say C?
I like average for them too. Off my early assumptions, I mean, kind of below average defense, a little bit above average offense, middle of the pack division, a weak schedule. I think they can be average.
Yeah, had
50-50.
Yeah, had them at a 9-8 record as far as the post-draft record predictions go. In my opinion, I think they kind of surprised some people. They definitely don't win their division. That's the Rams' job. The next team with Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, you got Drake London, you got Bijan Robinson. We got the Atlanta Falcons in that defense with them losing Grady Jarrett. How do you feel about the Atlanta Falcons?
I have them below average in my estimation. I believe even if Penix figures out his footwork and the offense does flourish, that defense is really going to hold him back. You sign a really defensive-minded head coach last offseason in Raheem Morris, and the defense gets much worse. So there's not much potential there, in my opinion. I think they're below average, even in a bad division. I could see them hovering around 7 and 10, 8 and 9.
For sure. I'm definitely gonna give them a D, in my opinion. I just think they're cheeks. They got lucky last year. I just think they're cheeks. If Raheem Morris doesn't learn from his mistakes like he did last year with the time management, the Falcons aren't going to go anywhere. Wolf Tato, appreciate the likes and the live. Tate, thanks for joining in. Appreciate Brandon bringing that follower back in. All right, so before I put him in a D tier, Brandon, you have any thoughts about the Falcons with Kirk Cousins and the Michael Penix? Kirk Cousins, by the way, is a backup. He's going to stay in that backup role. He's not requesting a trade, anything like that. He's getting too old. He's kind of pissed off at the Falcons, though, for the way that they handled the situation. Kind of wanted to go up somewhere and start, but I guess he has to take what he can get. How do you feel about the Falcons and their decent offense, but maybe porous-ish defense? What do you rate them at?
They're E or D.
D or F, you mean?
Yeah. Oh, F. It's
yeah, it's an F.
Yeah, F.
Sorry. You go F, and you said, what do you say, Peyton? D?
I said D in my opinion.
So they could go at D.
Tate, appreciate the likes on the live, but
I think F is reserved for some special peeps.
I mean, I got them going 5 and 12 next year, so I could honestly see them being an F. But let's go. We'll put them at D just to be generous. We had the Baltimore Ravens next. You know, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. You got Zay Flowers. What do y'all got? What are y'all thinking about that team?
I would go A tier in my opinion. I think they're the closest thing to being a juggernaut as can get without being there over the hump. I really like the additions they made in the draft this offseason. I feel like their secondary is really coming together. And I believe that the offense with another year to get Derrick Henry acclimated in, Zay Flowers, I think Rashad Bateman's going to have a really good year and he's going to be healthy and they're going to be right there at the top again. But I don't think they're at that top echelon of team.
I feel like they're going to be a consistent playoff contender. I'm just trying to see something real quick to make sure that my encoding is not getting too. There we go. Okay, I can actually record this little stream. I'm trying to record this just so it's easier to put in because YouTube Shorts kind of had to go down. We had to sacrifice one for another. So, back to the Baltimore Ravens, in my opinion. I believe, yes, A tier, maybe top B, but I'm going to go with A just for the fact that they're usually in the playoffs. I feel like them and the Steelers kind of go neck and neck in that division when, especially last year. I like the Ravens. You know what you're going to get from them. Appreciate the likes on the live, Wolf Tato. But you know what you're going to get from the Ravens as far as, nice rushing attack, not bad for a running back with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry in that backfield. You got that pass attack with Zay Flowers. You got Mark Andrews when he can actually catch the damn ball. I think that they'll go at A as well with you, Peyton. Brandon, what do you think about the Baltimore?
I agree with A, but I want the Ravens fans to hate me, so I'm gonna say you have 2 running backs. you got Lamar and Derrick Henry.
You have 2 running backs, so we're all going with A. All right, that's a good consensus.
Yeah, I could agree with A.
The Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, James Cook. You got Amari Cooper's not with them anymore. He's a free agent. Who's their top receiver? I know they got Dalton Kincaid.
They have Khalil Shakir. They have Keon Coleman. Outside of that, they have Curtis Samuel.
Ah, man, I love Curtis Samuel. Always did.
Panther right there.
Always loved Curtis Samuel.
They just have a bunch of gadget guys, in my opinion, and it kind of they've ran the same team back. It feels like the last couple of years. They know when to extend their players. They're a good franchise. I think this is the safest A tier, in my opinion. This year,
I was gonna go A as well, in my opinion, just for the fact that I feel like they're leading that division. The Patriots are down and out. The Jets are cheeks. The Dolphins are. Depends if Tua is playing or not, but either way, game manager Tua, I don't think he gets the job done. So, in my opinion, I'm gonna go A tier for the Bills. Would have B if they actually had a challenger. I think the Bills get to the playoffs and hopefully take down Kansas City for the first time in the last few tries. So
hopefully,
yeah. That's their kryptonite right there. Patty Mahomes, Andy Reid, Steve Spags.
Yeah, I think with some better coaching, the Bills can be an S tier, but I think right now they belong in A.
Dang. All right, what do you think, Brandon?
I say A as well.
A as well.
Okay.
All right.
Panthers.
All right, the Panthers.
Put them with the what team is that? The Falcons.
You said put them with the Falcons in the D tier. Why do you think they're in D tier?
Okay.
All right, let's argue about it a little bit. So I'm gonna put my 2 cents into it instead of asking the questions here. The Panthers had one of the best off seasons in NFL. In the last of the NFL this last year. Okay, go ahead. Panthers fan.
We gotta see how their rookies are, but I don't know. Right now, I don't like everyone that they got rid of. I don't know, between where the Cardinals are or the Falcons. That's where I would put them.
Cardinals.
I would put them higher than that.
So you think like C
average range?
C at the best? I mean, I kind of vibe.
What do you guys say?
I vibe with the average feel, only for the fact that the Panthers, they weren't a playoff team. They got blown up by 40 plus points each time, a decent amount last year. I like them going into this year. Obviously, the offseason hype's crazy. I like them at a B, solid B. With their additions,
Okay.
they got Ted McMillan. You got Xavier Legette. Bryce Young is in another year. Hopefully, he will actually solidify himself and.
Yeah, he started doing good at the end of the season last year.
Yeah, build on that, man. Don't leave it. Appreciate the likes on the live, Wolf Tato and Tate.
So you say B. Brandon says like high D, low C.
High D, yeah.
I say C personally, and I
C.
side more with Brandon in this argument, and I don't necessarily
so many likes.
like their departures. However, I like their offseason a lot.
So many likes.
And again, super smart, when it comes to navigating free agency, and now being a benefit of a bad division, in my opinion, is going to help them. But again, you have to see if Bryce Young is going to stay consistent for the whole year. You have to see if the defense is going to come to perform as well.
I totally agree. I think I'm just vying with the off-season hype right now. I just gotta look at TikTok, and I'm gonna move some things around while we talk about the Bengals on the next team. So let's go ahead and.
I'm gonna cheat and look up the Bengals real quick.
You're gonna cheat. It's not. There's no. Don't worry, y'all faces are covered at the moment, but it's okay. Nobody's cheating. Looking up teams. It is what it is.
Everyone just got moved around, and I wasn't really paying attention. T. Higgins still.
Again, majority of teams are going to fall into these B, C, and D tiers real quick. So
yeah, B, C, and D.
Can't really feel bad about it. And if we're talking about the Bengals, I'll just start the discussion off with their, I think, as average as you can get, as top heavy on offense as you can get, but as bad on defense as you can get. Their first round rookie Shamar Stewart is actually practicing at Texas A&M instead of with the Bengals, because they won't sign him. They won't sign Trey Hendrickson to a deal. Their defense is just going to be atrocious, and that offense is going to be high.
Are we going to have an argument that Steelers are going to take their division? Steelers definitely took.
The Ravens take it, to be honest.
The Ravens.
Oh, Ravens. Yeah, I forgot about the Ravens.
All right, that should actually look a lot better. We'll actually see the tiers, Peyton, just on TikTok. You know what? I can move you down a little bit more. It's just weird. The way TikTok's got all their crap in the way.
Yeah, it's whatever. But you want to continue the discussion on the Bengals?
Yeah, let's continue this discussion with the Bengals. Like you said, top-heavy offense, bottom-heavy defense. Well, I wouldn't even say bottom-heavy defense. Bottom cheeks-like defense. It is what it is. Unless they're going to be putting up 60 points a game, this ain't going to be no freaking NBA game. I feel like Joe Burrow and company is not going to be able to keep up. I mean, they kind of addressed the defense a little bit in the offseason, but not enough. So I'm literally going to throw the Bengals. I'd say at an average B. I think, didn't you say B? I'm sorry, I wasn't
I
really
said C.
a C. So I say like B minus, but like we can go either or. It just depends on what Brandon wants to talk about.
I mean, if you say Cardinals are 9-8, right? Are you projecting the Bengals to be 10-7? I just don't see it with the worst defense in the league. In a tough AFC, you know, because we still have
7. I'm trying to remember what my post draft.
We have the Ravens, we have the Bills, we have the Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs, we have the Raiders who are going to be competitive. Dolphins should be competitive. Patriots. There's just so many teams in the AFC that there's no way. I think B range is like 10-7. I think A range is like 11-6, 12-5.
I would honestly put Bengals at C, or with the Falcons.
You think D? No, I don't think D. I think
I don't think D necessarily.
Yeah.
I think Joe Burrow's definitely got them definitely out of D territory. You're not with Kirk Cousins and co. So I'm okay. Yeah. I'll go C because I said big B minus. That works.
I don't mind the B, but I just think B is like reserved for a little like playoff locks. I feel like should be in B. Like pretty much the playoff locks should be in B.
I feel you.
Or close. So Cowboys.
Oh my God! Get S tier. Get the hell out of here with that. They are not America's team no more. Cowboys.
S tier. They have Des Bryant. What are you talking about?
Des Bryant. Who that? No, man. They're gonna sign Antonio Brown. What you mean?
Oh God. Okay.
Cowboys, I say D tier along with the Falcons. I don't really like them too much. And in the loaded NFC East, I see them at third best in my opinion, depending on what the Giants do. Can see them winning 6 or 7 games this year, and that's it. I just think they're cheeks. They're straight dog water. With the Cowboys, Dak Prescott. What do you have back? Will Greer is fighting for backup space, I think.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad team. It's an awful running back room. Javonte Williams is their RB1. And I mean, hopefully third year removed from a torn ACL, he can be better. But we'll see what it is with George Pickens. I think that offense should be fine, but that defense is going to be atrocious. You have no really good safeties. Trayvon Diggs, again, is recovering from the torn ACL.
And DeMarion Overshown.
Yeah, DeMarion Overshown's not there right now, and you got Micah Parsons alone. I think they're a D tier as well.
I think Micah Parsons is going with Dan Quinn and the Commanders next year.
Oh, do ya?
I'd love to see it. Really would love to have him on that edge. We need a guy like him. I say D tier. You say D tier. What you thinking? D for Dallas, right, guys?
Yeah, yep, or S. S. We gotta believe in Dak. Nah, just go D.
Nah, D for Dookie. Ezekiel Elliott's back too. If you haven't heard.
Oh God.
Wait, is he really? Wait, he's back with the Cowboys?
I think wasn't he with them like shortly? No, I think he was with the Chargers shortly last year. I don't think he's back.
With the Chargers shortly.
And when was he with the Pats? That was before.
That was before, I believe.
Yeah.
Who cares about Ezekiel Elliott?
Yeah, he's been.
That man's been around the block. You can tell by his crop tops and how big he's gotten. He's been really sitting down and eating that cereal. But let's go.
Goodness.
We got the Denver Broncos up next. Yeah.
First B team? Question mark.
B team. 10-7 last year. Bo Nix. You got Mims. You have a decent defense.
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram doesn't scare me like that.
I mean, it's way better than who'd they have at tight end last year? Adam Troutman?
Adam who?
Greg Dulcich?
Greg Dulcich? No, I have no idea, man. Jesus. All right, so yeah, I guess I could see that because I think I predicted them going 10-7. They would either be in a decent AFC. I think they would either be knocked out of the playoffs just shortly, or they would take that 7 seed. I think I had the same prediction as last year.
Yeah. I think the range on the Broncos is definitely like they, in my opinion, of any B team I'm gonna have here, they're probably gonna have the highest ceiling of any of the teams, just because of how great that defense is. But I have to go B, in my opinion.
The decent offense with Sean Payton running it. Bo Nix.
This is the first year Ingram's going to be on the team?
Yeah.
Or was he on the team last year?
He wasn't on the team last year. He's on the Jags.
Oh, yeah, the Jags. Forgot about him for a while. Just a little bit. Yeah.
The Jags.
The Jags went ahead and released everybody.
Yeah, literally. Goodness.
Had no receivers.
I could agree with B.
B for the Broncos. All right.
Okay.
So on the JDB thing, remember the comments they were talking about, oh, the Lions are great. They're getting all their players back. Remember I showed you, Peyton? So, Brent, I'm going to fill you in. There's this post that we posted today. It was a Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, final debate, nail in the coffin, who's better. I said in the post, I said that Jaden Daniels will have less wins than Caleb Williams this year. I think Caleb and the Bears win the division, and Jaden Daniels gets 10 wins with the Commanders. And I got hate on it talking about, oh, the Bears can't do nothing. They're a bottom dweller team. How do you go from 5 wins to 12? Which is like, well, how did the Commanders go from 4 to 12? Technically, if you really want to think about it that way. They actually have a competent coach now. But anyway, somebody in the comments was like, oh, the Lions have a stacked roster. The Lions are a great team. You know, they just have a gutted staff and that's it. You know, the Packers have a cornerback room issue. But outside of that, they're fine. And it is what it is, you know. What do y'all think about these Lions before I ramble on too much about it?
I'd personally say B. Let's see what you guys say.
I say B as well. I really like that. Again, that roster is way too talented despite losing the coaches to falter that hard, in my opinion.
Give me a C, 7-10. Remember? I can't go by. I can't tear my back on that. I say 7-10 for the Lions in the upcoming season, man.
It's just insane to me. That's an 8-game swing. There's just, I can't see it. I can't see an 8-game swing due to losing your OC when you're going to be running the same similar playbook, and then the defense. Yeah, but I mean, you still have a top 3 O-line, you still have a top 15 quarterback, you still have the best running back duo, you have Aiden Hutchinson coming back, you still have great corners. I'm not the biggest Jared Goff fan. I'm just saying he can play enough game manager ball to keep the Lions in games.
So y'all wouldn't say that they're on the same level as a Cincinnati Bengals or even an up and coming Panthers?
No. Slightly above.
I just think that they are, man. I just have this feeling, but we can't go for feelings.
I know feelings, but listen, Alex, let's compare them to our C teams then, right?
All right, let's go.
So the offensive line on the Lions swamps all those teams, right?
Right, though.
The defense on the Lions is better than all those teams when healthy, right?
Well, actually, wait, let me go back to the offense. I mean, you have Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think the Bengals can kind of go tit for tat in certain aspects with that.
The offensive line, though.
Okay, yeah, the offensive line's kind of porous.
The offensive line. So
but we're grading the whole offense off of a line, and that's it, though. You got to think about it.
I mean, the Lions were a top 3 points per game team last year. They were a top 3 yards per game team last year. And I mean, you take away the offensive coordinator, you're expecting still top 10. And then think about the defense, a lot healthier. And when the Lions were healthy to start the year last year, they were a top 5 defense through the first half of last year. So
guess what? Guess what? The Lions lost to the Commanders in their playoff game.
Oh,
a game that they shouldn't have lost.
And then you got blown out by 30.
Oh yeah, 55. You got 55 put on us. Yeah, that's right. All right, fine. I don't know. You guys said B or A? Which one were y'all talking?
I said B.
Whoa, B.
We're not that crazy. It's a tough division.
No, y'all definitely got him an S. That's right. You got him an S. I see you.
All right, bro. You got him an F.
Oh, I said S. I got him in C, maybe D. High D.
You hate Jared Goff. You are a racist.
No, I do not like Jared Goff as Ryan Gosling looking like so.
To be fair, he would be the only one to screw up the team.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's the reason they're B and not A or F.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater even came in and played, but no, I'm just kidding. He literally just did an end around to Jameson Williams, and they got a touchdown off of that. He didn't come in and do jack.
Jack
I would
Bentley.
have loved to see him do more though. I like Teddy Bridgewater, I always did. Just hate the
He's a
way
good
the
soul.
just hate the way that they did him on the Vikings. Well, how he did on the Vikings.
He played bad on the Panthers.
He just got injured, man.
Yeah.
his
Everybody
hands
played
were
bad on the
too small.
Panthers.
Thanks. Yep.
Many
jeez.
hands.
Everybody played bad on the Panthers. You got Baker Mayfield balling out in Tampa, and he played like crap on the Panthers.
I know, right?
Yeah, terrible coaching for years with Matt Rule. All bad.
And that was supposed to be the quarterback whisperer, if I'm not mistaken.
Matt Rule, yeah, but he's only a college guy. He's yeah, all bad.
All right, guys, Packers. We got Packers. Come on, let's get
Oh
to
wait,
it.
the Packers actually got Isaiah Simmons.
Oh, he's decent. He's a decent player.
6'4". What did they put him at? Linebacker.
He's linebacker safety hybrid.
That's the ex-Giant, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cardinal.
Yeah.
Mid. Just kidding.
Mid. I think he's
agree.
average.
I agree with the team mid. The team's like
Packers, I start at B. Again, I view them in a similar vein as the Lions.
I agree too. I had them going 10-7 this year.
Yeah, a little bit of a higher offensive ceiling than I think the Lions this season, which to a lot of people might sound crazy, but I think just
Wait,
Jordan Love taking another step.
Let's compare backup quarterbacks from the Lions and the Packers. You got Malik Willis on the Packers. I enjoy Malik Willis. Who the hell is the backup on the freaking Lions right now? Because Teddy Bridgewater's back in
Hendon
coaching.
Hooker?
Who?
Is it Hendon Hooker? Can we get a fact check, Brandon?
Let's go.
Hendon Hooker?
Yeah, who's
who's
the backup for the Lions?
Jared Goff.
Out of Tennessee?
Scrolling.
I'm going for 8 here. 8 here for the Packers.
Really?
Why is it not showing me? 8 here?
I think 8 here because I think the Vikings don't. I think the Vikings kind of flop a little bit with JJ starting and their question marks, and then you got the. I still got them going 7-10 for the Lions. I think it's either the Bears or the Packers definitely taking that division, but I think it's definitely the Bears still.
Wait, who is the backup
So
for
if you
the
think
Lions? Though?
how are you going to put the Packers A if they're not taking the division?
That's a tough division to call, man.
I know, but that's why they're so close, in my opinion, and that's why it's such a tough division to call.
So
I'm not saying the Packers. You're saying the Packers are as good as the Bills and the Ravens?
They could be.
I don't think so with their corners. Their best starting corner is Nate Hobbs now.
Yeah, because Jair's gone.
Yeah, and I mean,
all right, talk me back to reality. Talk me back to sense. Come on, I got you. I appreciate you for that.
It's a bad edge room. It's a good offensive line, great running game. Their receivers are going to be better next year. Jordan Love's going to be better next year. But at the same time, are they going to be better than a Broncos team with an elite defense? No. Are they going to be better than? Are they going to be on the same level as a Bills, who have made the conference championship 3 of the last 4 seasons? No.
Peyton, we know you love Josh Allen. You don't have to tell us again. I literally got a short saying. I love Josh Allen.
Why aren't they yes? Why aren't they yes?
Could be the same reason why the Bengals are, who they are. They got Joe Burrow. You think Jordan Love's on that same level of production with Joe Burrow? You think he's that great?
No, but I just think that defensive gap is huge. It is Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Brandon, that was your job. You're supposed to look
I said it was, but I was letting you guys discuss. I didn't want to be rude and be like, no, it is Hooker.
No, you step over us. That's how it goes. That's what we do.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Green Bay Packers. All right.
What do you feel about the Packers, Brandon?
Because I said A, and he said B.
I say B.
Brandon's a good tiebreaker.
I would say B. I do not say A. Also, let's put the Lions before the Broncos, if we could do that.
Why? Doesn't matter.
Because they're better than the Broncos. But they're better. Every other row seems right.
All right, so we're gonna go B. All right.
But wait. You got to put Green Bay before the Broncos.
No, if we're doing that, then
You think Green Bay's better than the Broncos?
Yeah.
I would do this. In my opinion, I think it's Denver, Green Bay,
Detroit,
and then the Lions,
Really?
and then the Bengals should
stability
be
front.
top C. Bengals should be top C.
Yeah, and I think I like
And then
Panthers
swap
over
the-
Falcons. Yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
Leave
Perfect so
Yeah.
far.
There we go. Yeah.
you don't
We're
wait.
locked in now.
Ravens or Bills? Because this is a discussion based on opinion on this one.
I would say Bills.
Yeah, a lot
I'll
of people.
do Bills too.
Okay, then never mind. I guess I thought we were gonna have a debate there, but it is what it is. All right, then.
Nice.
Indianapolis Colts. Wait,
Anthony
NRA
Richardson.
5, yep, Anthony Richardson. I was
Wannabe
trying to
Cam.
the wannabe Cam. That's crazy. You got Daniel
that's what
Jones as backup,
That's what he said. He said he's Cam but better.
but better, huh?
Man, this is tough because I have two spots they can go. Obviously, I think it's C or D.
I snuck him in. You're not gonna believe where.
No, they're not
Wait,
that
where?
bad.
I put him in F.
I'll put him at D. I'm fine with D, but not F. They're not that bad.
I think they're better than the Falcons, so I'm gonna go top seed D.
I'm top D. I'm fine with that.
Top
because,
D. Whoa.
Okay, pause.
They don't really
Way
got any
better.
wide receivers.
Because you was putting it on the top D, no Diddy. So
He got no receivers.
Colts have good receivers. Josh Downs is good. Michael Pittman's good. Alec Pierce is solid. They don't have a quarterback.
Well,
I think that's the Anthony Richardson sucks booty cheeks, and I've been a big defender of him.
you
and
were
Daniel
defending. Yeah, I was about to say you were defending them. I mean, I think Anthony Richardson definitely wins that battle between the two, and I feel like he plays more solid this year than last year. No breaks on the sideline, having to come out for a play because he's tired. He's going to get to it. I feel like he's going to prove the haters wrong this year. So yeah, I guess top D.
I think they're almost C, in my opinion, but
Wait, would you take them over the Cardinals? Is the question.
no.
Okay, then yeah, they're definitely D tier. We got the
Very
Jacksonville Jaguars next. The dumpster fire that lost all their receivers in this offseason, and Evan Ingram to be precise. Oh my
But
god.
they have receivers now.
Yeah. Well, now
Call
you
me
got
crazy. I have them at C.
C. I gotta look at my notes.
I think they're just as good as the rebuilding Panthers. I think they had a really good offseason like the Panthers. It's a
Yeah,
really
they got
young
Travis
team.
Hunter too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence is more proven at QB than Bryce Young is. No offense to Bryce Young, I think he's going to be great, but
So do you put them ahead of the Falcon? Not the Falcons. Do you put them ahead of the Cardinals or
I put them ahead of the Panthers.
you do?
Wait.
I would put the
Let me look at their
Cardinals in the
policy.
middle. I would put the Cardinals in the middle
Right.
of so put them above the Panthers. No, the Cardinals above the Jaguars now, and you're good.
Like that.
There we go. Yep.
Oh, I had the Panthers on the ball the way in the back. They were
dude,
just doing so good. They just
They're still average. They're still average.
It's better than being booty butt cheeks in the D and the F.
No,
At
but
least
the crazy thing is, I agree with this. Like, I don't know
I
about
think we're cooking.
I don't know about Joe Burrow though.
Joe Burrow. Yeah, I mean, high C, it kind of makes sense just for the fact that their defense isn't where it's at. Their offense is top tier with C. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and I like it. I mean, the O-line could definitely use some more work, but at the same time, top C is where I believe the Bengals belong because they were definitely a B team last year.
Yeah, they should have been a B team. They just threw early season games for whatever reason. Oh well.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, and the Chiefs are up.
F. Move them to Australia, like I say.
Whiny Mahomes.
Yeah. You called them the Kansas City Kangaroos.
Yeah,
Insane.
man. Wait, did I make that a short?
Yeah. I
Oh
believe so.
boy, that's scheduled to come out. Stay tuned on TikTok and YouTube for those shorts coming in the next 2-day increments. Let's go. All right, Chiefs. In all seriousness, I have them in front of the Ravens. Well, I have them in front of the Ravens and Bills on A. Just because
Front,
yeah.
I would put Bills, Chiefs, Ravens.
I mean, I was thinking that too, but the Chiefs have been like daddying the Bills, like
by
It
luck.
just happens every time.
yeah.
I mean, I can't equate it to luck if it's happened 4 times.
It's got to be
it's
something.
The refs. It's the refs.
Oh, this guy.
Something in the water. Oh goodness.
Something in the water. All right. So I guess are we in agreement there, or do you want to move Bills in front? Do you think Bills are better this year than the Chiefs will be?
That's for you guys to discuss. I
I
personally
mean,
say like that.
I'm fine with that too, just because I think this year the offensive line of the Chiefs is going to be worse. Okay, get Dallas out of there. But yeah, I'm fine with middle A. Actually, let's do that.
Okay. I'm fine with it too, as long as it's an A. I really don't care. I mean, those teams can go neck and neck each time, and it'll be an amazing game to watch. We got the Chargers next. Chargers.
Derwin James.
Can I go? Can I do this one real quick? I think Chargers are B tier. I think Chargers are B ahead of the Lions. But I had them beaten. I had them winning the division, so it's kind of tough.
Well, yeah, if you had them winning the division, you think they're an A squad at least.
Like back A behind the Ravens. I think they can play with the Ravens.
I think they're a B team, in all honesty, and I don't think it would be totally unfair to throw them over the Broncos, who they went 2-0 against last year, and who we just played pretty well. Jim Harbaugh just plays Sean Payton well. You know, I think that's fine. I think A is too much respect for a Chargers team whose defense still has holes and offensive line still has holes.
And that's fair coming from a Chargers fan too. Brandon, do you agree with the B tier ahead of the Broncos?
I agree with B. Ahead of the Broncos, yeah.
Go Chargers, go.
I still feel like Lions should be moved up a little bit.
Above Green Bay?
I don't know.
You want them second? We can put them second behind the Chargers.
Yeah, but then that's kind of
But do you guys agree with that?
I don't, because that's going on their high. That's going on their high of last year, and it's just like, well, you guys played so well in the regular season. It's kind of like a Cowboys moment. You play so well in the regular season, just get bounced the first round. Like
that is true. All right, we can leave them there.
But at the same time, the Lions were injured to all holy hell, and you know I can't say that they're like a Dallas team or as they fall on their face. The Lions actually did come to play until Jared Goff threw the pick six.
Yeah, I just think they peaked.
So you think that's just ceiling at a low B?
I don't think that's necessarily ceiling. I mean, an A team, I guess, is ceiling, but
I don't know what. But when you said feelings, I have a feeling they would beat the Packers.
So like 7 and 10's right then. 7
no,
and 10's right then.
7 and 10 isn't right then.
Oh my God, we're to come back here with the receipts because you guys have all the shorts. The streams are on YouTube if y'all want to go watch them. That's what it is.
They win 7 to start the year. Imagine
7 to start the year, then just completely tank like the Eagles did a couple of years ago. All right, so we got the LA Rams. I think we talked about them being a top B, low A team. I mean, they were.
I like A
because they were almost conference conference contenders. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, they would have went to the Super Bowl if they knew how to contain Saquon, but no one knows how to do that, so that's not really fair to say. I love them in A. They retooled. They got better this offseason. They're going to go all in. If they're not good enough, then they're going to make a move at the deadline and be good enough. I think they're going to get a corner at the deadline when it comes down to it to solidify that back end. Great defense, great coordinators, great coaching. I think A feels very Ravens-esque to me.
So are we putting back half of A, front of Ravens?
I think back half of A.
Yeah, F yeah.
We're doing Stafford a disjustice, but at the same time, you know, it is what it is.
But you guys think A is fair?
I think A is fair, yeah.
So.
No, they go F. They go F because Matthew Stafford's old. He's a fart. All right, we got the Raiders. I think one of the only teams outside of Brock Bowers that deserve an F. I would say low C, high D, maybe above the Colts.
I would say the highest of D. Oh man, that makes me feel fucked about the Panther. I like them actually. They're probably better than the Panthers. Right?
Gino?
They're just in a tough division.
Yeah,
Gino's
Gino.
nice.
Eh.
Didn't I have my gripes about Geno Smith in the Seahawks? No, it was the Vikings, right? With Darnold. I was saying that they weren't that great.
Yeah, you had more problems with Darnold, but you've been apprehensive about Geno at times too. I don't know. I think that they're in that tier with the Panthers, regardless of how you cut it. I wouldn't mind them below the Panthers. They're at bottom C.
All
I
right.
would say bottom C.
Yeah, but I was about to say break the tie. Do you want them above or behind the Panthers?
I want them.
I'm not even being biased. I think the Panthers will be better than the Raiders.
Okay, then you're the tiebreaker, Alex.
You heard it here first. We're going behind the Panthers. I just think the Panthers have more potential. I mean, you got to look at it with what they've done this offseason. But, I mean, you got Brock Bowers on that side. You got the upgrades that the Raiders have done. You got, what Tom Brady and Spy Tech is doing out there. I can't really, and Pete Carroll at the same time, I can't really complain. They can be kind of interchangeable, but right now I'm looking at Panthers are better.
Okay, you just hyped up the Raiders to say Panthers. I hope you know that, but
I'm hyping up the Raiders a little bit because it could go hand in hand here. It is what it is. I think
It actually can though.
It's closest of margins in my opinion. I think the Raiders have a little bit more hype going into this season, but at the same time, the Panthers have had such a good offseason. It's really hard to pick, man. They got hype going in for new coaches, new players for the Raiders, and then for the Panthers, the solid additions that they had and all that. I just can't fault either team, so I can't put one lower than the other, but I have to. So I'm going to go Panthers over Raiders just for argument's sake right now.
okay, that's fine. Fine with me.
Oh, yeah, better.
Dolphins.
F.
I don't agree with F.
D.
F and Tyreek Hill is another kid this year.
Imagine. Probably
Tyreek
will.
Hill full on left, right?
No, he's still there. He's just being a diva.
I know Ramsey's out.
Yeah, Ramsey's on Steelers.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going below Cowboys D, in my opinion. We'll move it.
Yeah.
If you guys,
I'd agree. The defense is worse and the offense is worse.
Well, they just got Minka. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Not really.
They got.
No,
like
if Ramsey gets one pick this year on his team, then it's definitely better than Minka's done in the last season or two, I believe. At least that's where I've read.
Minka's fine in coverage. Like, he doesn't necessarily have to get the interceptions to indicate it, but still, it's just.
What do you mean? We're average football fans.
Could.
They need the stats, need the interceptions, need the fumbles.
They need the fumbles. But Dolphins just have a terrible offensive line. Their defense is terrible. Again, their skill position players are the only thing keeping that team alive, in my opinion.
I could agree with that.
All right. Minnesota Vikings, guys. The most question mark of the teams in the North outside of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, you guys can start that discussion.
All right, let me talk about it. Minnesota Vikings, Sam Darnold out, J.J. McCarthy in, unproven rookie, holes in the defense, losing players like Cam Bynum. I don't think that they addressed the safety position that well, but I know they got Hargrave and Jonathan Allen on the defensive line. Anything more that you could possibly say? I think they could possibly be low B behind the Lions to high C above the Bengals.
I like the high C above the Bengals personally, just because, again, you don't know what JJ's going to be. Jordan Addison's actually facing, and I didn't talk about this news prior to our stream, but he's actually in court right now facing DUI charges for his 2024 offense, and he might be suspended 3 games for that. So adds to that. Again, their running game got better, their offensive line definitely got better, and their defense definitely got a little more juice. There's tons of talent there. I think they have a really high range too, kind of like the Broncos do, of becoming a great team. But I like high C personally.
I see. What you think, Brandon?
I would say high C.
I see no orange juice.
Not the juice.
Man, I could go for some freaking bop and cherry and the freaking flash and fruit punch. Those are my favorite flavors.
Bop and cherry.
Bop and cherry. Let's go. All right, so high C above the Bengals. Now we're gonna put that. No, I'm just kidding.
We're not gonna move Dallas anymore, man.
I hate
Stop
Dallas.
moving Dallas.
All right, fine.
If anything, the
Touch 'em
Panthers should be in
so
S tier.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is blasphemy, dude.
Let's put the Raiders in S tier. Let's go. Better than everybody conference championships, Super Bowl championships. Let's go. We're back in 2002, baby. Let's go.
Oh, bad.
All right. We got the New England Patriots, non-Tom
F.
Brady. F.
I hate the Pats. F.
Just off a straight feeling. All right, Peyton, do you want to have some
Yeah.
factuals? Yeah.
Just looking at this, man, I'm starting to drop some teams in my opinion.
We can do it
I'm
one.
comparing other teams, and I'm
Once
like,
Look, once we have this all set in stone, we can move things around. It's no big.
That sounds good.
because looking at this, like, the Patriots and the Raiders are super similar in my eyes as to where they're average, but that's a lot of average teams.
Wait, you said Diggs is injured? Or
Diggs is injured to start the year, but
Yay.
I think he'll probably just ramp up and be ready to start week 1 just on a ramp up basis.
All right, let's no look here. Oh, okay, that's fair.
You want a 3-2-1 and just kind of spitball our C or D?
Yeah, let's
you
go.
like D? I'm fine with D.
I literally no looked, so I didn't know where that went. I want to go high D. I'm gonna go high D above the Colts, man.
Yeah, high D. I just don't think they're ready yet.
Yeah, high D above the Colts. They're cheeks. Even if they got Milton Williams and freaking Vrabel's up there coaching.
Man, are the Jaguars? The Jaguars are D, huh?
yeah, but I don't know.
Oh, the Jags. Oh, they're C. You have them C.
They're D. Huh.
I think we put them behind the Pats.
That's fine.
Yeah, behind the Pats and D. Above the Colts though. But those teams this is shaped up to be terrible. This is supposed to be easy. Come on.
Yeah, but then the Panthers aren't better than these teams, bro.
Right though.
The Panthers.
But at the same time, Panthers v
We have
Cardinals.
Panthers.
All right.
To be honest, we have Panthers really high up.
All right. Yeah.
No, I
I mean,
like where the Panthers are. I like it.
these are the Panthers at their ceiling. I'll stick with it, man. I'm all right. Saints. Let's get to Saints before I blow my head explodes.
F.
I think F. I think they're the bottom feeders.
Well, you got Spencer Rattler, Jake Hayner still. Tyler Show. Let's go.
Yeah, and the defense is just getting older and older. They have no money anywhere. I don't like them. Old running backs.
Sorry, this ain't Drew Brees and Michael Thomas, Nava Kamara. This is Tyler Show and who the hell else do the rest they have? We literally did a whole offseason breakdown on this team, and I completely just slated them. I wiped them. I don't see them being any type of anything this year. I feel like they're bottom of the NFC South. I feel like Panthers and Falcons beat the hell out of them this year. We'll see how
And
it
the
goes.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, and the Bucks.
like
Yeah.
them.
How about the New York Giants? Rest in peace.
I say D, just because like all the teams in D kind of have nice elements to their team, but they have incomplete elements, and then they have the other side of the ball is just bad.
I say F.
So you're thinking, okay, you think F, you think D. I'm thinking middle of the pack D. I think the Colts are better than them in some aspects.
Yeah,
I think they're better than the Falcons.
I like that.
I only just say that for the fact that you got Malik Neighbors on that side of the ball. You got Jameis Winston, Russell Wilson, and Jackson Dart. There was somebody arguing with me about
trash. It's just the defense, man.
But if we're talking about
Are we going based off like teams that would, if they faced, who would win?
nah, current teams, just it is what it is. It's how
Well,
they
I
are
mean,
and how they stack up. But I mean, like if you put Colts and Giants last year, Colts beat the hell out of the Giants. I mean, the other way around. Giants beat out the Colts, right? Yeah, I think it was.
The Colts were the better team,
Yeah, I think
Dolphins
it was.
would beat the Giants.
I don't think so.
Well, I think now I don't know the Giants defense I think would be a lot for Tua.
Yeah, you got Abdul Carter on that side. You got the defensive line is scary, and honestly,
Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence.
Yep.
They got Paulson Adebo. They got Javon Holland now.
That's true. Yeah.
I like their defense a lot, and I think they're one trick pony enough on defense to at least stick in D tier rather than F.
I think they could beat the Patriots if we're really
they could.
But should we put them there? Maybe over the Jags, but I still think between Colts and Falcons.
No,
just
Colts
going
and
at
Falcons
it.
is fair, in my opinion.
Depends on who starts for the Falcons, where they are. If Michael Penix is starting being unproven, and the fact that he can't really throw, what is it, outside the numbers too accurately? Or was it over the middle? It was one of those two. I got them mixed up. But D, if Penix is starting, maybe high D, low C if Kirk's starting, if he's not turnover prone.
I think they're both. I think the Falcons are D no matter what, and I think the Giants, you could just plop them in front of the Falcons. Similar teams in different ways.
All right, we got to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles next. 85. What did they do?
They got rid of everybody, didn't they?
No. They got. See, the thing is, everybody's gonna say they got rid of a lot of people, but they didn't. They got rid of backups. Josh Sweat was a backup. Retooled. Yeah. Milton Williams was a backup.
They weren't necessarily backups. They just didn't play
they weren't
100% of the snaps.
They weren't bona fide like Carter and
I don't know. That's kind of what the Eagles do, though. The Eagles rotate so many players out. They keep players fresh. They draft well.
They're doing it right, and I hate it. Go to another division, please. Go to another division.
I would put them above
They're
Rams.
the only S team in my mind.
S team? And you say above the Rams? You say A tier?
I was saying definitely above the Rams.
Okay.
Above the Ravens.
Yeah, they beat the Ravens. They stomped the Rams. The Chiefs, they stomped in the Super Bowl. The Bills are the only team they really. I don't think did they face them last year? I don't think so. So it's kind of like they have to be S there. They have to
Defending
be S.
champs ran through the NFC despite the Rams. That was the only competitive game they had.
All right, we got Pittsburgh Steelers next. We don't got to talk about the Eagles no more.
S tier.
S tier for the Philadelphia Eagles.
S tier for the Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Oh boy.
I really like their defense. They just have no safeties.
And they got no Mason Rudolph. Well, they got no quarterbacks. They have Mason Rudolph.
I mean, they have Aaron Rodgers now, but
Aaron Rodgers, man.
And they got Rodgers, DK.
They're average to me, bro. They're average.
I say low C. I think they're just ahead of the Panthers on the seats here.
They got Slay, Ramsey on both sides. Yeah, they just have no safeties in my opinion. Where are we putting them at?
I'd put them higher, I'd put them above the Cardinals in C, I think, or above the Bengals in C. I'd put them above the Cardinals in C or the Bengals in C.
I would put them above the Bengals.
You're so proper with your English. Cardinals, Peyton.
Sorry.
Stop being proper.
What do you think?
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Cardinals. Well, like water and coffee. So. All right, so we're gonna go. I say behind the Cardinals, but you say above them. I mean, I like Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison more than I like DK and Aaron Rodgers. That probably sounds crazy to the average fan.
I just think the defense is.
Yeah, the defense is better than the Cardinals.
The defense creates a bigger gap between the offenses, in my opinion. That's what I look at. I judge it offense and defense and the cumulative together and what's more important at what position, and then I say that team's better. This team has a better quarterback. They're weighed differently. You notice that all the top teams are top quarterbacks. You got your Jalen Hurts, you got your Josh Allen, you got your Patrick Mahomes. your Lamar Jackson, you got Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, so on and so forth.
Right, though. Yeah, I can see that. So if you're gonna have Bo Nix and the Broncos at B, then we're gonna have something to talk about when we have the Commanders coming up. I'm just gonna say that right now. We'll talk about that.
Commanders, yeah, we'll see.
We'll talk about it. I can go for B for the Commanders, but we'll talk about that when it comes up. You said in front of the Cardinals.
I think it's C. Yeah, in front of the Cardinals.
Tier. Oh, you're talking about the Steelers. I was about to say, if you were still talking about Commanders, I was like, bro, don't do us that dirty. I mean, we're not the best, but we're not the worst either. All right, in front of Cardinals. Brandon?
Okay. What?
In front of Cardinals? Behind Panthers? What do you think?
You can't go by me because I'll say in front of Vikings.
In front of Vikings.
I really like their defense, and I like DK. I like their wide receivers, and I agree with. I think Rodgers might cook.
I don't think so.
I think he's too old. Yeah.
Yeah. That man ain't no Tom Brady, no matter how much he wants to be.
They're gonna game manage enough though to just be average. They always do.
So he has an offensive line though.
We got Seattle Seahawks with Sam Darnold and JSN. Who's up there? Cooper Kupp. Damn, who else is up there?
I mean, they have a pretty good defense. Yeah, their receivers are decent. Their running game, they have Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet.
They got rid of Lockett. They got rid of Lockett, DK. Well,
Hmm.
And their offensive line is poop.
Yeah, Sam Darnold is going to be seeing ghosts like he did in that playoff game with the Vikings. So I'm going to go. You said C.
I say top D in my opinion.
Top D. All right. Above the Patriots.
Like after Jags or before?
No,
I think
or
before Patriots.
Before Pats.
Because their defense could be really good and everything. I just don't know how Sam Darnold's going to be.
I'll give you that.
Bad offensive line.
Should have just kept Geno.
I keep staring at the Panthers, bro. I want to drop them to D so bad, but you got to stop me. I got to stop looking at it. Are we keeping them in C?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Panthers?
But then we got to move the Raiders.
I think the Raiders are better than the Panthers. If the Raiders were in the NFC South, they would win it.
So you think you want to drop them?
That was got me thinking.
Right?
Wait.
What about you guys? Would you think the Raiders, if hypothetically,
Wait.
the Raiders...
Panthers are definitely better than Seahawks.
Panthers are better than Seahawks, but do you think Seahawks are better than Raiders?
No.
So leave them.
No, I'm saying drop the Panthers to down to D, like top D.
I think the Panthers are better. I think maybe Raiders. But remember how I said before, Raiders and Panthers can kind of go either way, like the hype and all that stuff with them.
It also depends on how well Young plays, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but also it's the same thing on how their quarterback situation shapes out and all that in Oakland, but not Oakland, Las Vegas. Let me get this right. Be right there, not offend anybody. All right, can we just we'll move on and then we'll come back to it. All right, so we got San Francisco 49ers. Already pushing an hour on this thing because we're sitting here arguing.
Wasn't that the point?
Niners are D. They lost everyone in free agency. They're not a bottom feeder, but they're in that echelon of the below average teams in my mind.
Do you agree where I put them?
D
between the Patriots, between the Colts and the Giants.
I like that. Yep.
Yeah.
I could agree. Yeah.
Buccaneers. I think the Buccaneers are C. I think they're just as good as the Panthers.
I was gonna
You
say,
could put them in front of the Panthers.
yeah, but I was gonna say B behind the Lions. I mean, you don't like Baker and their defense?
Not more than the teams in seed. No,
Yeah,
I think they're
more,
just.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as good as the Chargers. I don't think they're as good as the Broncos. I don't think they're as good as the.
Can I at least put them in front of the Steelers?
Yeah,
I think
they're the top of C.
Yeah. All right. So.
Hey, what about Bengals? I think I would even put them in front of Bengals.
Yeah, they are in front of Bengals. Top C.
Yeah.
What about in front of the Vikings?
Yeah, put them in front of the Vikings.
What about
No, put them at C, top C. Damn it.
what about behind the Lions?
No, yeah, behind the Lions and top of C. Yeah.
Oh man, they can't go on top.
Good.
They can't go back at B, man. All
No,
right.
they're not. They're not that good.
Oh no, where's my? Why are the pieces down there?
You got to remember they lost their offensive coordinator too.
Right though, Liam Cohen. Duval. All right, we got
Can
the
the
10.
live see what's? Can the live see what's recommended?
Yeah, unfortunately they can. This is
okay.
this is all in the screen share. It's
Okay.
kind of annoying. I was trying to make my own and have it offline, but I couldn't.
Oh, that's
I even went to a couple. I went to a couple
Where
of
did the-
YouTubers. Huh?
Where'd
We'll
the
do
teams
this.
go?
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll do
they're on the bottom here.
We'll do the Super Smash Bros. One after this, the recommended.
Oh, the tier list. Okay, yeah, these are
Yeah.
they got porn star tier list. They got Neomar
Insane.
tier list. This is crazy. They have tiers for everything.
Corn Star.
All right, we got Tennessee Titans. Let's go. Let's get back on our topics here, guys. I don't even. They got energy drink tier list.
D,
Countries.
in my opinion. You can put them in between Jags and Colts, and I wouldn't be mad.
I had them winning the division.
Jags and Colts.
Can we at
Well,
least
either
compromise
Yeah,
for,
they-
for a bottom C maybe behind the Raiders?
there's
What?
just no way they win that division, man. All right,
Yeah,
I'll
I think-
give you it.
I
I'll
think
give
I-
you.
I think I was-
C.
Oh, so they got Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, I think I was off season hyping it up a little too much with Cam Ward, and you got the right side of their offensive line locking it down with their running attack and all that.
I mean,
just-
they have a really good
Ridley.
offensive line, but still, like, their receivers are dog poo. Their defense is good, but like, does have a good coordinator this year? I still doubt their coach.
We got Tyler Lockett for an 80-yard touchdown at least once per game.
What do
They
you
got-
think, Brandon?
got-
Do you think it's C or D?
They got
They got
Robin
Ridley.
here.
They got Tyler.
Yeah, but that's not a true number one receiver in either of
Oh no, it's
Either one of
it's
those.
not.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley is your number one.
just pseudo number one in my opinion. I don't
It's
know.
not a number one.
I feel like they make it work.
So wait, where would we put them in C though?
I put them back a C behind the
Bottom.
Raiders.
I think they're just as good as those other. I think all the AFC South teams are kind of just buns. You
I
know,
don't know. I think the
Somebody's
Titans are
gotta
better than
win.
the Pats.
I think we put the Texans back C and we put the Titans D, but I could be wrong. Again, I'll defer on this one because
So wait, where would we
I'm
put the
right.
Titans on D?
we would put Titans top D and then we would put Texans bottom C.
So Titans over Seahawks.
Well, yeah, definitely that. Yeah.
What do you think, Peyton?
Or
This is
you know
gonna
what
be
you
hard.
could do? Move the Texans and